You see running back Evan Pryor here joining me, Russ Heltman. Final regular season week of the season. Evan, you're coming off of your return from injury. Just how you feeling overall coming off of the ankle? How's it feeling, and how you kind of outlooking towards this final game and then the bowl game?
Yeah, man, it feels good, man. It really just feels good to be back out there with the team. I don't think about the ankle too much.
Yeah.
We worked through it, been getting past that. So just happy to be out there with the guys, man.
The recovery process in this facility, how kind of seamless did that feel? Getting, I'm sure, the full access to all the ways that they can get you healthy here over the last month.
Yeah, it wasn't easy at all. It was
Okay.
still very challenging, but having everything like we have makes it less challenging. Knowing you have everything at arm's reach. There's not really too much hard work that goes into it besides the work itself. So just being around the building all day, not being able to leave, that sucks at times. But how much better do you want to get better? So
And
it
then
didn't really matter to me.
and then just was there like a recovery aspect, like the cold tub or sauna or anything that you felt helped the ankle the most?
Yeah, I mean, after rolling it, it was pretty weak. So, I did this thing called it's BFR. It basically like cuts off your blood flow restriction, and it pumps blood to like a certain part of your body that you're working.
Wow.
So, I'm sitting there with BFR on, do 100 calf raises or whatever, 85 to 100 calf raises. Just making sure everything is right, man. That's helped me so much, though. It really has.
Your explosion seemed like it was just it's right back to where it was. You had a career, or maybe, I don't know if it was a career high, but a season high in receiving yards this past weekend. Obviously, still averaging 7 yards per carry. Just how exciting was that to be able to get back on the field? Obviously, not the result you guys wanted, but you were a clear contributor to the offensive moving the ball on Saturday.
Yeah. I definitely want to. I feel like I was running around there, around 85, 90%.
Okay.
I still feel like, there's some work to be done. That's why, see me out here now doing more and more in practice. So, I'm still getting that last little, whatever, 5% or whatever back. But, for the most part, everything's been good, man. My teammates been picking me up, man, helping me go hard.
As to we kind of, if anything changed with the way you interacted in the room, your leadership style, anything like that, he said no. Evan's still the same guy, still leading the right way. What did you do to, if you did anything extra to help Zion, help those other guys be able to pick up the slack behind Tawee with you out?
Right, man. That's just, I feel like, my main role was to just have confidence in those guys, me stepping away, a guy like Zion, hasn't been in this position before. So, having an older guy like myself, behind him, telling him, he can do it, and that, you're overthinking things or whatnot, and just trust yourself, stuff like that. All that matters, and you've seen that from Z as well. He went out there and made plays, Utah and Arizona. So, Manny as well. So just keeping at those guys, even though I'm not the one carrying the ball. Just how they support me. When I get 10 to 15 carries, I'm gonna support them the same way when I'm not the one with the jersey on or out there. So that's just all how we kind of feed off of each other in the room. It's all love in the room.
I love it. The message from the team to Steven, was there any kind of note in the locker room after the game? Did anybody kind of try to pick him up at all or anything like that? If you can give me any insight, what did that look like after the game? When, I mean, a guy who's been nails for you all season long, and just unfortunately a couple of unfortunate misses that came at the wrong time.
Yeah, it just came at the wrong time, man. Steve's been cold for us all year, man, and we know that. Everybody recognizes that. So, it just wasn't his day, and we let him know we're behind him, bro. Like whatever it is, people make mistakes all the time. You see QBs throw picks, you see
Right.
receivers, ball carriers fumble the ball. It's just another day, and it was important that we picked him up and let him know that as well. Leading into this game, the bowl game as well. We're gonna need him.
The November struggles. What is there anything that is playing into that besides just maybe some bounces of the ball here and there not going your guys' way? Is there any read you have into that for why you guys have not been able to get over the hump in this month over the past couple seasons?
Uh, yeah, yes and no. I just think we got to do a better job of executing. In this time,
Yeah.
November is such a focused month because it can either make you or break you. Throughout those 4 weeks. So I think sometimes we just got to do a better job of just relaxing and falling back into our habits, what we know we do, executing at a high level and things like that. Just being ourselves, man. And when we get away from being ourselves is when you see, turnovers happen and you see us go down big. So just staying consistent, man. That's the biggest thing.
The final couple games coming up, and you guys get the opportunity to keep practicing as a team going into bowl season. How important is that just for your development as a player and getting access to that after not having that last year?
Yeah, it's huge, because well, I can't speak for everyone, but I hate watching bowl games, from the couch. Let alone not even like practicing, being around the guys before the holidays and things like that.
Yeah.
There's so many different aspects of things that go on in this building around that time, that I'm thankful for. So, having this time around, I'm not gonna take it for granted. I'm spend time with the guys, things like that, take practice serious, help other guys get better and things like that, man, and finish this thing strong.
Speaking of being thankful, Thanksgiving plans for Evan Pryor. Is the team getting together? How does that kind of work? Because I know it's got to be tough for some guys. You have your family here, but you're not really able to go back home to be with your
Yeah.
family in your hometown.
That's a good question. I think Coach Dawkins might cook. I think all the backs was gonna make Coach Dawkins cook for us.
Okay.
For
Is anybody bringing
Thanksgiving.
sides, or he's getting the full
We
spread?
might bring some paper plates, forks, stuff like that, some cups. But Doc in the kitchen, man. We're gonna make sure Doc get in the kitchen.
Can he cook? Are you guys? Has he got any skills, or is this going to be a first trial?
Nah, actually, I really don't know. I was just joking. I'll probably have my mom come up. Mom's not too far from me, so I'll probably have her come up and cook.
You have to bring that up to
That's
Coach
a good
Dawkins
question, though. That's a good
and see
question.
what
We
he's.
haven't really talked about it. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so we should
Yeah.
probably text a group chat.
Last question for Evan Pryor here. Just this entire season in general. I know you guys are on a losing streak that you want to break, but what has it been like to kind of come here last year when the team was obviously coming off a really bad record? You build on it with 2 wins. You build on it with 2 more wins so far this year. Just the rise and the ability to be a part of that. What has it felt?
Yeah, man, it's felt good, man. Like coming in here in 2024, seeing where this place was, seeing where the team's mindset was, going through those changes, going through those growing pains, everything, even with the other guys last year, Kendra, Corey, guys like that, learning from them, being able to apply, some of the good habits they left around, apply it this year. Still experience some ups and downs, and that's just a part. I feel like it's just a part of maturing. Now we'll have, even more. What's the word I'm looking for? Experience,
Foundation to build on.
foundation,
Yeah.
carried into next year, how we do things a certain way. So, there's a hopefully a big cash out coming. I feel it for sure, because we just got a whole lot of working people here, man, from QB all the way down to the janitor, man. Everybody in here busts their ass. So
Evan Pryor, UC running back, everybody.